If you want to create a GIF in Photoshop, this video will walk you through the entire process from start to finish in a simple and beginner-friendly way. By the end, you'll know how to turn a set of images into a smooth looping animation and export it correctly so it actually plays as a GIF. This is a great skill if you want to make social media content, animated banners, simple motion graphics, or just bring your designs to life. And if this tutorial helps you out, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more easy Photoshop guides. Alright, let's jump right in. The first thing you need to do is load your images into a stack. At the top of Photoshop, go to File, then Scripts, and click Load Files into Stack. This step is important because Photoshop will use each image as a separate frame in your animation. Click Browse, select all the images you want to animate, and then click OK. Once you do that, Photoshop will automatically create a new project and place every image onto its own individual layer. If your images are already in the correct order, this makes the whole process much easier. Now that your layers are loaded, the next step is to open the timeline panel. Go back to the top menu and choose Window, then click Timeline. A panel will appear at the bottom of your screen. In the center of that panel, you'll see an arrow or a prompt. Click it, choose Create Frame Animation from the drop-down, and then click the button itself. This tells Photoshop that you want to build a frame-by-frame animation instead of a video timeline. Next, you need to convert your layers into animation frames. In the timeline panel, click the menu icon in the top right corner. That's the small icon with 4 horizontal lines. From that menu, select Make Frames from Layers. Photoshop will instantly take all of your layers and line them up as consecutive animation frames. This is the key step that turns your static images into motion. If you notice the animation is playing in the wrong order or in reverse, click the same menu icon again and choose Reverse Frames. That will flip the sequence so it plays correctly. After that, it's time to set the timing and looping. Under each frame in the timeline, you'll see a time drop-down, such as 0 seconds. Click that drop-down to choose how long each frame should stay on screen. For a smooth GIF, a setting like 0.1 or 1.2 seconds usually works well, but you can adjust it depending on the look you want. If you want to change the timing for every frame at once, select the first frame, hold Shift, click the last frame, and then change the time drop-down. That way, all the frames update together and you don't have to do them one by one. At the bottom left of the timeline, you'll also see the looping option. Change it from once to forever if you want the GIF to repeat continuously. This is the setting most people want for social media, websites, and looping animations. Then click the play button to preview your GIF and make sure everything looks smooth. If the timing feels too fast or too slow, just go back and adjust the frame duration until it feels right. Now comes the most important part, exporting the file correctly. A normal save will not preserve the animation, so you have to use the legacy export option. Go to File, then Export, and click Save for Web. In the top right preset settings, change the file format drop down to GIF. This is what keeps the animation in place. Then, underneath the color settings on the bottom right, make sure the animation looping options are set to forever. Double check this before saving because it controls whether the GIF repeats properly. Once everything looks good, click Save at the bottom, choose a file name, and save your final GIF. And that's it. You've successfully created a GIF in Photoshop from your images. It might seem like a lot the first time, but once you do it a couple of times, the process becomes really easy and fast. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Photoshop walkthrough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.